Good morning, children. This is the second session of Standard 10th Geography, Chapter 1 India, Location, Relief and Drainage. The major physiographic divisions are: number 1, the Himalayan mountains; number 2, the Great Northern Plains; number 3, the Peninsular Plateau; number 4, the Indian Desert; number 5, the coastal plains; number 6, the islands. Now, we will see each of the physical divisions of India in detail. First, the Himalayan mountains. Introduction. Himalayan mountain is the youngest and loftiest mountain chains in the world. They have been formed few million years ago. Himalayas have formed by the folding of the earth's crust due to tectonic activity. See the movement of the plates forming mountains. Himalayas stretches 2500 kilometers distance. Himalayas stretches from Indus Gorge to Brahmaputra Gorge. Himalayas stretches from Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. The Pamir Knot is known as the roof of the world. The Pamir Knot is known as the roof of the world. The Pamir mountain range is located in Tajikistan. The term Himalaya means the abode of snow. Divisions. The northern mountain wall is divided or grouped into 3 divisions. Number 1, the Trans-Himalayas. Number 2, the Himalayas. Number 3, the eastern or Purvanchal hills. Important. Aravalli mountain in Rajasthan is the oldest one. Himalayan mountain is the youngest one. The Trans-Himalayas. It is known as Western Himalayas. It lies in Jammu and Kashmir and in Tibet. It is known as Tibetan Himalayas or Plateau. It contains marine sediments. Its ranges are Zanskar, Ladakh, Kailash and Karakoram. Himalayas. It constitutes the core. Core means main part of the northern mountains. It is an young-fold mountain. Himalayas are formed by the movement of Angara landmass in the north and Gondwana in the south. Here you can see the landmass. Movement which took place millions and millions of years ago due to tectonic plates. Plate tectonics is the theory that Earth's outshell is divided into several plates that glide over the mantle, the rocky inner layer above the core. Plates at a planet's surface move because of the intense heat in the Earth's core that causes molten rock in the mantle layer to move. 250 million years ago, this is how the supercontinents were positioned. 200 million years ago, you can see the Angara landmass in the north and Gondwana in the south due to the movement of the tectonic plates. 95 million years ago, see the massive change which took place due to tectonic plates and the position of the supercontinents. The Tethys Sea found between the two landmasses, Angara and Gondwana, was uplifted by the compression called Himalayas. Himalayas consist of many ranges. The main divisions are: number 1, the Greater Himalayas; number 2, the Lesser Himalayas; number 3, Shivalik. The Greater Himalayas. Its average height is about 6,000 meters. It receives less rainfall. Peaks like Mount Everest in Nepal, Kanchenjunga in Nepal and Sikkim. It is permanently covered with snow. It has many glaciers like Gangotri, Yamunotri, and Siachen. Mount Everest is the Earth's highest mountain above sea level. The China-Nepal border runs across its summit point of Mount Everest. Mount Kanchenjunga is the third highest mountain in the world. Gangotri Glacier and Yamunotri Glacier part of Great Himalayas. Siachen Glacier is also part of Greater Himalayas. The Siachen Glacier is a glacier located in the eastern Karakoram range in the Himalayas, just northeast of the point NJ9842, where the line of control between India and Pakistan ends. The Lesser Himalayas, it is the middle range. Its average height varies from 3,700 to 4,500 meters. Lesser Himalayas has many hill stations like Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital, Almora. Ranikhet and Darjeeling hill stations are also situated in Lesser Himalayas. Zojila is a high mountain pass in the Himalayas in the Indian Union Territory of Ladakh. Shipkila is a mountain pass and border post on Indian-China border. You can see the map there to understand the location of Nathula Pass on the India-China border. Jelipla Pass and all the other passes discussed till now are a part of the Lesser Himalayas. The Shivalik, the Outer Himalayas. It extends from Jammu and Kashmir to Assam. Its altitude varies between 900 to 1100 meters. The Outer Himalayas is the most discontinuous range. The longitudinal valleys are called as gap. Found between Shivalik and the Lesser Himalayas are called duns. Dun is a Hindi local word for valley, particularly an open valley in the Shivaliks or between the Shivalik and higher Himalayan foothills. Purvanchal Hills. They are the eastern offshoot of Himalayas. It lies in the east. It extends to the northeastern states of India. It lies along the border of India and Myanmar. They are Naga, Manipur, Mizo, Patkaibam, Garo, Kashi and Jaintia Hills are called Purvanchal. Importance of Himalayas. Himalayas are the propellers of one of the most powerful rainfall. Call it as monsoon systems of the world. In summer, they stop the southwest monsoon and thus cause heavy rainfall. Himalayas blocks the southwest monsoon and causes heavy rainfall to northern India. It forms as a natural barrier. It acts as a source of perennial rivers, Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. It acts as a tourist center. It provides raw material for forest-based products. It prevents the cold winds blowing from Central Asia and protects India from severe cold. It is rich in biodiversity. Hill stations and pilgrim centers are found there. Amarnath, Kedarnath, Badrinath, Vaishnavi Devi Temple. Greater Northern Plains. The Greater Northern Plains lies to the south of Himalayas. It is deposited by the rivers like Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra and their tributaries. Its length is about 2,400 kilometers. It covers an area of 7 lakh square kilometers. These rivers deposit sediments along the foothills and floodplains. The important characteristics features of the sediments deposition in the northern plains are: number 1, the Barber Plain, the Terai Tract, the Bangar Plains, the Khadar Plains, the last one the Delta Plains. The Barber Plains. This plain is made up of gravels and unassorted sediments deposited by the rivers. The Barber lies to the south of Shivalik from Jammu and Kashmir to Assam in the east. It is not suitable for cultivation. Small streams flow there, so big trees with large roots are grown there. The Terai Tract. It consists of extensive dampness. It is covered with thick forest and rich in wildlife. These forests have been cleared for cultivation. A narrow belt of wet, swampy and marshy regions to the south of the Barber Belt. This was a thickly forested region, full of wildlife, but forests have been cleared for agricultural land. The Bangar Plains, call it as Older Alluvium. It lies above the flood limits of the rivers. This soil is rich in humus content, well drained and suitable for agriculture. The Bangar Plains. It is an older alluvium of the plains. Kankar and clay are found in the soil. It is not renewable frequently. It is less fertile. It is found away from the rivers. The Khadar Plains. The new alluvium tracts along the coast, middle of the river. They are deposited during the rainy season. It consists of sand, silt, clay and mud. It is highly fertile. The Khadar Plains. It is younger alluvium of plains. It is renewed year after year. It is found near and in the course of rivers and floodplains. It is a fine one. It is more fertile. The Delta Plains. It covers about 1.9 lakh square kilometers. It is deposited with old and new mud. The uplands are called chars. The marshy areas are called bills. With this, we come to the end of session 2, Geography, Standard 10th, Chapter 1, India, Location, Relief and Drainage. So, let me summarize. In session 1, we learnt about Introduction, India's land and water frontiers, India and the land, India a subcontinent, location and extent, Indian Standard Time. Major physiographic divisions of India. In session 2, we learnt about major physiographic divisions of India, the Himalayan mountains, the Trans-Himalayas, the Greater Himalayas, the Lesser Himalayas, the Outer Himalayas, Purvanchal Hills, the Greater Northern Plains, the Barber Plains, the Terai Tract, the Bangar Plains, the Khadar Plains, the Delta Plains. In session 3, we shall discuss about the Peninsula Plateau and other physiographic divisions of India. Thank you.